All right, today we're going to be taking this a little old school. If you're wondering what the old school thing is, you'll find out. But today, earlier I was looking at, I was trying to find some radio tower in Jacksonville that Wise Aiden showed me. I eventually found it. Sadly, it was not on. It's not. It was close to the highway where that me and my family drove on when we drove through Jacksonville, but I didn't see it. I didn't even know it was there at the time. But today we're going to once I get all the cat hair out of my mouth. Today we're going to be looking at all the known long line towers in my area. I think I don't know. There might be some. There might be, I may there might be a forgotten one. I'll have to remake this entire video, but I'll try not to forget. Here's the first one, and probably the first ever long lines tower I've ever seen. Like after my tiny baby toddler years. This is a point in my life where I can actually start remembering stuff. And back then, it'll be rare. It'll be kind of rare for me and my family to take Highway O and C, as you can see right here, to my grandma's house because it's not the fastest. There's another highway. It's Highway 63, which is much faster. So we usually take that. So yeah, but sometimes we come down here. Sometimes we came down here and you all know this here is one of the. I think this is the first tower on the Highway C half of this. So yeah, it's disappointing. I thought that this here was just part of O Highway. I thought this entire thing was just O Highway. And I now realize that it's actually two separate highways. Uh, my life's been a lie. So I don't think I really remember this with its horns really, but yeah. I don't know if this used to have an incandescent beacon or not. I don't know. This thing was beaconless back then when before like pre-modification. I am seeing something red there. I don't believe it's anything really, just the paint maybe, but it doesn't look like it's the same shade as the actual red paint. There are no markers on this tower, so there is no evidence of this thing having an incandescent beacon. So I believe it was all removed, unless if there's some sort of LED on top that was just installed for some reason, and then it was quickly shut off, like in the early 2000s, and it was just left there to rot. But I can't find any markers, and I don't have any memory of this thing even having a beacon before its modification. So it was beaconless back then, but back then like around the time where these were just being built worldwide, FA didn't care which height a tower was. Like I'm pretty sure towers below 200 feet would get beacons no matter what. Even small towers would get beacons until like somewhere around the 90s where FA had to change that. Like, what does it hurt them for beacons to actually be working and all that crap on small towers like this? I don't even know the height of this tower. I need to find out, but I don't. I actually I remember I actually did try to find out how tall this tower was because down there is just a little community. It's called Linux, I think. Let's look. Linon X or Lin. I don't know I don't know how to pronounce that. But I think I tried, but I couldn't find any because internet search, yeah, internet search is not, but internet search was not helping me out there. So yeah, it usually happens now. That was before. This here's all before its modification. Now then, let me show you what the tower looks like post modification. You can see that shadow. It's the tower shadow. You can see a new piece on it. It's been painted red and white, so it's brighter than the other red and white stripes because it's new. I remember I remember when this happened. My grandparents came over to visit us, and my grandpa told me, one of the towers actually has a flashing light on it now. I was just like, wait, what? Which one? Well, I eventually got to find out because that night, oh wait, yeah, all right, I remember. But they came down there to pick me and my sister up because we're going to spend the night there. So that's the reason why they came and stuff. So we eventually took Highway and Highway C and all that to get back to my grandparents' house. And I eventually got to see this tower, and I seen it had an LED, and I was excited and stuff because it now has a beacon. So yeah, thank God thank God it's been reused. It's been repurposed. I meant to say it used to be a it used to be only it's a long lines microwave tower now, because it has like three microwave dishes on it. I think I don't know. Wait, four. I meant to say there's actually four because I can see like. Oh, never mind. I think that's just only one. It's just one there. For some reason, I thought whatever that thing is there was another one. So yeah. So yeah, that was its modification. That happened like 2017. Um, I when I looked at the LED, I expected it to be a normal LED, which shines white at day and red at night. One day it was on night mode, and it was the sun was just half set, so it was on night mode. I looked up at it. I was just like, "Wait, what?" This was my first time ever seeing a white only LED and actually knowing what it was. Um, the first time I ever seen a white only LED was when the FH08 on the first Lowe's tower was replaced. It was replaced with a white only LED, but at that time, I thought it was just a single strobe stuck on night mode. It eventually, the reason why is because it had the same exact night mode and all that stuff, so that's why it confused me. But this here had a medium flash night mode. Um, this here, the night mode on the LED night mode here, it's it flashes like a dual strobe on emergency on backup night mode. That's how it flashes. So yeah, this was the first time I've seen a white only LED and actually known what it was. I actually do have a picture. Well, I mean, I do have a video of this. But I do have a video of this tower. When I said I had a picture of it, I actually meant to say I have a video of it. So it's been a while since I actually seen this. So let's look at the footage to see if it's good or not. Or actually, let's bump up the quality. You can finally see the night mode of this tower. But actually, it's not showing up. Oh, you can see it a little bit. See, it has a medium flash. So basically, it's an emergency night mode to a dual strobe. That's what it is. Currently, it's stuck on night mode. I haven't seen it on day mode in such a long time. I think the last time I seen it on day mode was probably 2018. Yeah, it sucks. Um, so yeah, this tower has the beacon that this tower has, I believe, is an HP Horizon, and I I kind of I'm thinking that the HP Horizon beacons they flash weirdly at day. Like their day mode is not does not it's not the LED flash, and it's not the strobe flash. It's just somewhere in the middle. There's a tower in Ozark that has that weird mysterious beacon, and for some reason I believe that it was that one Horizon LED. But I can't find out because now because the closest one, which is that modified long lines tower, the beacon is currently stuck on night mode. Here's the second one. This here is this here is close to St. James, and it's close to St. James in Cuba, and also just two little communities as well, like um Russ at T or whatever that says, and Fanning. That's two places that this tower is located. It's just sort of located around here, along with three other towers. So this long line tower, it has this tower had its horns longer than the one on Highway C. The one on Highway C, the horns were removed in the 2000s, like I don't know, like around 2009 or 8. I don't remember, but they were removed early on. So yeah, this the horns on here stayed, but it looks like the tower was not being used. Oh wait, I see cell antennas. I don't know what I'm talking about. You can clearly or not clearly, but you can see them there. This tower here, though, this tower along with the other tower have something in common. They were both modified the same way, but they were both reused. They were both repurposed for to what this the first one is now a microwave tower, and you guys already know this one has been repurposed to be an FM tower. So this is a long lines FM tower currently right now. So this here used to have a flash technology FH324, aka my favorite all time favorite beacon. I should really make a top 10 beacons. So yeah, that's coming up soon. So this here it looked cool. It looked really cool back then. I remember I seen this and my reaction wasn't like, "Oh, there's a second one." That one close to licking is not the only one in the world. Holy crap. I think I remember my reaction to this being I think it was just oh, cool tower. Okay. I think it's just I was just like, "Oh, that's a cool looking tower." And I'll just look out the window for hours until we pass it. So that's I think that's how I reacted to it when I first seen it, I think. But I don't know. But this used to have a dual strobe and a working set of markers. I think it was rare to see this on night mode back then, before the modification, before the like pre-modification. So that yeah, this is what the tower used to look like. Yeah, it looks very cool then. It's literally it's literally the same height as the other one, and the other one was beaconless before its modification. Here's some good street view. Now then, it's time to look at the tower post modification. You can see the horns were sadly removed. The cell antennas. Oh wait, no, the cell antennas are still there. I was just about to say they were removed as well. So I actually need to mention this right now. This is not repurposed to be an FM tower. It's an FM tower. It's purposed to be an FM tower and a cell tower hybrid. It was already a cell tower hybrid. That came first. So there's a top piece on it, and sadly, unlike the other one, the people who put the top piece on and assembled it and all that stuff, they didn't really care to paint it red and white to match the rest of the tower. Yep, it's gray. It's gray. It's not normal. Why would most of a tower be red and white just for the top to be gray? Seriously. No, that's stormy. Too stormy. That's better. Like why? Why do this? Oh, and here's another sin. They instead of reusing the dual strobe, they replace it with an LED. But this time it's a white and red one. A crappy LED. Yep. And I remember this was actually 2014 when this all happened. There's a possibility that the very first time I ever seen the tower post modification was probably me and my family going to Florida because we went to Florida in summer of 2014 or maybe spring. I don't remember. I need to look at the photos that we took that back then to find out. But just like the fourth tower that used to have an FH308 but now has a white and red crappy LED. This here has the same beacon. Yep, this tower along with the other tower along with that tower there are both Wise Aiden's favorite tower out of this bunch. And guess what? They both have crappy LEDs, while back then they used to have different beacons that were the polar opposites of each other, and they are just so much better. This had a dual strobe, and this had the polar opposite, a single strobe. So yeah, very cool, very nice. But actually, well, the beacons are not. That's very cool and very nice, but not the replacements. That's not very cool and or nor very nice. I'll never forgive them who thought it was a good idea to not reuse to not reuse the dual strobe. You know what I really wish? I really wish that top piece was a part of some other long lines tower. It would be nice if there's just two long line towers here and one had an old school LED. Or actually, no. Here's something better. It would have a single strobe because this here already has a white and red beacon. But basically, I would want the one with the single strobe to already be modified, like somewhere around the 2000s and all that. So after its modification, it'll still have its strobe, while this one here still has its beacon and all that stuff. But yeah, they just use this fully as a cell tower, while the other one is an FM tower. All right, so the third one is actually kind of hard to find. So I apologize, but it's somewhere around Cuba. I know, somewhere around here. It's just another long lines tower, and I believe this here has a single strobe as well. I remember seeing I remember at least seeing one tower in Cuba that has a single strobe, and you know how long lines, like 90% of long line towers right now and like before all had single strobes for some reason. AT&T loves those single strobes. Probably because less maintenance because it doesn't have markers. So that's why I believe it may have, because it's just the most common beacon. But I can't find it anywhere. I can't find it. I have to go to I have to go to I have to go to oh crap, I lost it. I have to go to internet search and find all the towers in Cuba real fast. All right, this is looking familiar. Missouri River. Wait a second. No, this is not this must not be the same thing, right? Hmm. There's looks like there's two towers here. This here it belongs to American Towers if it's the long lines, but I'll find out what this is if it will load. Let's see the date when this was built. Hmm, let's find it. Some modification. All right, owner change, whatever modification. Constructed 2010, but modified in 2003. What's going on here? Oh wait, I found a date. It was constructed in 1954. Hmm. All right, all right. 228 feet. This is looking way too familiar. There's I already know that there's another tower close to it as well. You know what? Is this really in Cuba? I found it finally. That's a long lines tower. All right. Um, I'm not really sure if this is actually in Cuba or not. Now that I think about it, let's see where it is. Oh my god! Holy crap! This is like close to Kansas City. Have I been wrong this entire time? Yeah, it looks like it because it looks way too familiar. I remember seeing this and probably immediately thinking that it was just in Cuba because of how I searched up towers in Cuba and stuff like that. I don't remember seeing I don't remember seeing a single long lines tower during my trip to Kansas City to go to that one game. And I got to film like three candelabras and a few TV towers and just other stuff. I only made like one video there, so it's not an arc. And that video, I think I need to re-upload it because I do believe that there's a clip that's missing from the video, so it will have to be re-uploaded. But I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't have the time really, but I'll get to it one day. But I found another. Well, I found out that this was not in the area that I thought it was in. That's disappointing. All right, guys. This next one and the last known one that I know of, is going to be it's going to be surprising, but I'm just going to give you hints at what it is. Somewhere around this area. You don't know where it is yet? It's somewhere around this area. Alright, alright, alright. Forget it. Let's just look at the tower. There it is. Ah, yes. The one and only. Oh, wait, I forgot the name of it already. The one and only wide I'm not crap. The one and only wide fidelity tower. Yes, I am surprised as well. I always believed that this was just a normal Fidelity tower and stuff, because the building says Fidelity, it's standing on the building as well. So that made me believe that it was just that tells me that they own the tower now at least. But believe it or not, this actually used to be an AT&T long lines tower. Man, I miss the days when this tower used to have a KG225. According to AJ Jackson, he said the four-sided silver tower once was an old AT&T long lines tower. The horns, catwalk, and horn platform and all of that crap with the handrails, including the old style light, aka incandescent beacon, were all removed from that tower back in 1994. According to AT&T, that is the Sullivan Long Lines Tower. It is on a rooftop. So yeah, that's very cool. The Wide Fidelity Tower actually is an AT&T tower. So I'm just going to I'm going to give it a new name. Well, I actually, the next time I ever get to film this tower, the title of the video will be the Wide Fidelity Tower, a former AT&T tower. Well, a former AT&T long lines tower. That's what I'll just call it. So yeah, I even asked if it used to be taller. Did it used to be taller? There's a dead set of markers that used to belong to the old incandescent beacon, but they are way high up. Yeah, if you don't know, they are way high up. As you can see, let's actually zoom in. You can see the markers there. They're just right over there. And when I seen this, I immediately known that this is just two sets of side markers. But after like looking and searching, there are no other side markers. Those side markers are way too high up. They should be somewhere around here. That's where they should be. Somewhere around there. But they are they are oops, I turned off the thing. They are somewhere around here, which is way too high up. So that made me question if this thing used to actually be taller. And that's the reason why the catwalk, the platforms, and all that crap were removed. And this has two replies as well. So that means that means this guy replied, which I don't remember ever getting a notification for that. It was probably buried by another notification. According to Western Electric, the tower is not very tall. The building it sits on is now a recording studio. When AT&T sold it, the equipment was hauled away. I called them to see if I can buy the horns from the scrapyard that they were hauled to, and they never answered. This guy actually tried to buy that? Man, like, I wonder if he tried to buy that recently or just somewhere like a few years ago or somewhere in the 90s, because if so, then this guy's an adult. Which right now there's really truly only like one that I certainly know of that's an adult, and that's certainly yeah, it's Make 10. I think he's the only adult that actually enjoys watching my videos. I think the others are just I think some of the others I may not know, but they probably just watch and they don't comment, so I don't know. But there some of the other viewers or people who commented on some of the other videos, they're probably adults. And then Motor 2K said that he mentioned that he was almost born in the 80s if his mom decided to give birth decided to have him earlier. So I was just like, is he from the 90s? Because if so, that means he'll be older than Anchorton. So he's probably an adult, but I don't really know. So I don't really like how the guy is just he's just like, the tower's not very tall. Like I didn't ask how the size of the tower. I was asking if the tower used to be taller, because I already know it's small. So yeah, kind of weird. So there's all the long line towers I know of in my area. But there's much more, but I haven't discovered them yet. So there's that. See you guys later. Bye.